guys, today I'm going to be showing you the most optimal keybinds and sensitivity on both controller and keyboard and mouse. Hope you enjoy! We're going to go into settings. We're going to review some sensitivities first. Go to this mouse and keyboard, and you're going to go to mouse sensitivity, and then the key sensitivity is x-axis and y-axis sensitivity. So when you're first starting off, I recommend you having lower, pretty low, 5.2 I started off with, and then I got a little bit longer every day, so right now I'm at around 7.6.9 around here, so I think 7.6 is good, and you should just keep getting higher and higher each day and you'll get used to it. So that's what I do. And then target sensitivity and scope sensitivity is when you're using an AR and you want to scope into it, like a striker burst, for example. You would have first person. So the target sensitivity is how much you want it to move and how fast. So it defaults around 100, but do not do 100. That's way too much when you're first starting. I do 25 right now. When I started, I did around 15. So ignore gamepad input and lock input method as mouse doesn't really need to be addressed. Mouse flight and text settings as well. So if you're on controller, here's some controller options I can show you. So I used to play on controller on Nintendo Switch. I played on 30 FPS. Wasn't too good, but when I did, you want your edit hold time to be as low as possible. Slide hold time low as possible. You want vibration. It's just basically a personal preference. So I put it on off or on because I'm on keyboard and mouse right now, so it doesn't really matter. So sensitivities, look sensitivity and aim sensitivity are probably the most important. So look sensitivity is how much you want to go up, down, and side, how fast. So when I played on controller, I had it on just slow plus plus. Then aim sensitivity, I had it on normal plus. So and build mode sensitivity multiplier and edit mode sensitivity multiplier is also very important. When you're first starting off, you actually want it to be same as mouse and keyboard sensitivity, pretty low, like this, if you want to start off with, and then each day maybe go a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then maybe stop at around 2.4. That's pretty good sensitivity. And if you want to go more to deep advanced options, I can show you guys some. So look, horizontal speed, this you don't really need to do. Turning around this time, I don't know what this means, that's default. Looks like we have look at the front curve. Oh yeah, controller options. You want to have, if you're on controller, you want to have your aim assist strength on 100. Don't put it ever down, or else you're getting no aim assist. And that's probably the best thing you can have on controller. So just remember to have 100% aim assist at all times, and then this is controller dead zone, and your joystick, and tank settings. You don't really need that. And yeah, so now I'm going to be showing you the most optical keybinds I use. So movement, I use forward, left, left, right, WAC, obviously. Jump, spacebar is a pretty good option. Sprint, I use left shift, it's a pretty good option. You can use that with your pinky, it's easy to access. And fire, I use left mouse button target, right mouse button. Crouch, I use curl, left curl. And reload, I use T. Most people use R, but I use R for something else. T, I use reload. I use middle mouse button. Harvesting tool, I use C, aka my pickaxe. Weapon slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I use tab Q3 4V. For building, I would recommend wall and stair to be something called the mouse buttons. So mouse buttons you should have on your mouse. If it's a pretty good gaming mouse, you should have it on the left side or right side, depending if you're left-handed or right-handed. I'm right-handed, so it should be on the left side of your mouse. There's two little side buttons that you can use. They're very important for Fortnite building. You absolutely need them if you want to be good at Fortnite. So I recommend these a lot. Even if you have like a $20 or like $30 mouse, it's fine. As long as they're side buttons, you're all set. Floor, I use E. Roof, I use R. Trap, I use Y because it's pretty close to W. And yeah. Place building, I just use left mouse button. Repair / upgrade, I use H because it's pretty close. You can see it with your thumb. And rotate building, I don't really need anything. Maybe I'll just put it as is. And change building material, I use right mouse button because it's close to left. And building edits. So there's a lot of options for building edit. I use F personally, but there's so much options. You can literally use E, you can use Q, there's so much options. It's just close to your basic movement, like W and ASD, it's fine. Even R you can use, it's pretty close. You can even use like tab, it's pretty close too. You can use V, and yeah, there's a lot of edit bindings you can use, but I would probably recommend either F or R, maybe, or E, maybe FR or E. Select building edit, I use something called double bind. Is when I just sit in one place and edit, I just use F and then G, I just spam it, like FG, 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 not FG mouse because it takes more time. So yeah, reset building edit, you should use something called a mouse scroll wheel. On the top of your mouse you just see a scroll wheel, and I use the scroll wheel up for my reset. It's a pretty good reset, but yeah. Communication ping, place marker, you can just do anything. I don't have a binder now, so I'm just going to use it as left alt, seems fine. And then push to talk, you honestly don't need. I'm just going to use F5. Chat, enter. For emo, I use B, E, and then now all these are just like minor settings that you don't really need to do. Oh yeah, this is actually to-go map, you should use M. Keep it as. Actually no, for to-go map, you should actually use 2. 2 is a pretty good to-go map. And then for boost, these are just car, vehicle settings. And yeah. So that's my video of settings for controller and keyboard and mouse sensitivity and keybinds. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!